Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of English 102. I enjoyed getting to meet you all virtually last week through our discussion board and your pre-semester questionnaires. We have such a diverse group of people in this class, and lots of cats! I love it. Last week, the major goal of all the assignments was to get acquainted with this course, the themes, and our online classroom, aka Blackboard. A couple of changes and reminders to note. I've added a link to the discussion board in the left-hand side menu for easier access. Don't forget that your posts are due by Fridays each week, and your responses to your peers are due by Mondays. Speaking of the discussion board, be sure to check the responses you received in the discussion board each week. It will be your responsibility to do that throughout the semester to keep in touch with the conversations happening there. I will try to respond to everyone as I can. Additionally, don't forget that you should not upload attachments to your posts. I let it slide a lot in week 1, but please refrain from doing this in the future so that we can all avoid downloading lots of documents. Don't forget that you can also communicate in social media spaces about this course using hashtag ENGLPopDE. Finally, don't forget to complete the syllabus quiz by week 3. You have an unlimited amount of attempts until then, so feel free to retake it till you get the grade you want. Okay, so this week we are diving right into the major projects in this course. When you get into the week 2 content space, you'll be greeted again with a schedule and a list of activities for the week. After checking out this announcement, you should work to complete the first research DIY tutorial, read the prompt for the reading response assignment for week 2, read the introduction in chapter 1 of They Say I Say, a piece called Sight into Insight from the Little Norton Reader, and watch a video of a slam poetry performance called Somewhere in America before completing your week 2 reading response. Additionally, you should read the assignment sheets for projects 1, 2, and 3 in this course, which can all be found in the week 2 content space here on Blackboard. As you will quickly notice, these 3 assignments work together towards developing a major research project. First, you'll create a proposal, then research and complete an annotated bibliography, and finally, write a research paper combining everything you've learned. Before I delve too deep into these, let me back up and explain what I mean by research. So research is essentially a way to organize and document data that you accrue to answer a burning question that you have. There are a lot of things to keep in mind, like how to ask a good question in the first place, how much research you should find, what kind of research you should find, where to look for it, how to incorporate it gracefully into your work, and how to document it. This week, the Research DIY module should help you get a sense of where you can find scholarly research. Additionally, the Blackboard post prompt discusses how you can take your ideas for what you want to research this semester and strive towards developing a focused topic idea. To this end, I want to talk about the terms significance and exigence for a minute. Significance and exigence essentially highlight the impact of your topic and convince the reader to care enough about your topic to read your paper, or listen to your speech, or go to an event, or something. It's such an important step because it essentially says this is why you should care. This is why we're talking about this. And this is why now is a good time to have this conversation. Without this step, your paper will likely seem boring or not worth your audience's time. So for instance, the significance and exigence of this announcement are that I am communicating with you what you need to do in week 2 of this course, which is exigent or timely because you need to complete week 2 of this course to pass this course. And you need to pass this course so that you can earn the credits for your college degree. This kind of goes hand in hand with what some people call audience analysis, which you'll learn more about in coming weeks. Audience analysis refers to putting yourself in the shoes of the recipient of your message, whether it's a paper or a speech or a social media post or a stand-up comedy act or a sit-down conversation or sending an email or any kind of communication. In order to know how to make your audience read your paper or laugh at your jokes or click like, you have to know things about them. Have you ever played games like Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity or What Do You Meme? To win any given round, you have to know what the judge, or your audience in this case, is going to respond to, which isn't the same for everyone, right? Well, similarly, depending on if you're writing your paper with millennials in mind, or your boss, or peers, or conservatives, or liberals, or going for a bipartisan appeal, that matters. Knowing what your audience responds well to and knowing what turns them off will help you with your vocabulary and word choice and tone, with how you structure your information, with whether you are using visuals or a certain kind of formatting style, with which credible sources you will select and quote, and more. I'll talk more about this stuff in the coming weeks as well, but basically I want you to be paying attention to both impact and audience from the start. After you read the assignment sheets for projects 1 through 3, you'll know that you'll be working towards a major research paper during the majority of this term. Now is the time to start brainstorming ideas for what you want to focus your research on. Your topic can be something that can help you in your major or hobby, or even just something you've always wanted to learn more about. The topic you choose needs to focus on a community or diversity issue that intersects with popular culture. This must be something that has multiple sides and is debatable. The research topic you choose will be used for projects 1 through 3 in this course. So choose a topic that truly interests you because you're going to spend a lot of time working with it. Broad topics are great starting points, but you should focus on subtopics within a broader topic. Choosing a broad topic means that you've lumped a whole group of people together. You've fed into stereotypes and taken away the differences in communities of people as if their rights and/or issues can be addressed in only one way or researched in only one way. Please don't do that. Your research changes based on the specific group, community, state, country, age, economic status, race, etc. That's why you have to be specific in the details of what you plan to research. Here's another example of what not to do. You might say, I'm going to write about females, women and sex trafficking, corporate America, the military, the workplace, etc. These proposals assume that females that are white, black, Latina, Asian, Native American, etc. are all treated exactly the same way, so you only lump females together to research them. As you might remember from Chimamanda Adichie's TED Talk from last week, single stories create stereotypes, and the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but that they are incomplete. They make one story become the only story. So in this scenario, the proposal assumes that all women, regardless of their backgrounds, etc., are the same. We know this isn't true. I offer more examples in the Blackboard discussion board prompt. My goal here is to urge you to be as specific as you can in your brainstorming. So what works? For instance, you might be interested in how students learn to read, which is broad. But as you think further about it, you might learn that what you're really wanting to get at is how female students learn to read. Still pretty broad. Dig further. Perhaps it's really how Latino women learn to read. Okay, so what? Actually, you're thinking about Latino women because you're thinking about bilingual reading practices. So perhaps what you really want to research is how bilingual Latino women's reading practices impact their education. That's a pretty good brainstorm topic idea. Of course, this will get deeper after feedback and some preliminary research leading into your infographic, but it's a great start and appropriate for a discussion board this week. Okay, one more thing and I'll let you get to work. Please don't hesitate to reach out with questions, comments, concerns, etc. throughout the week via email. No question is burdensome, silly, or not important. I'm here to work and learn with you. I look forward to reading your topic ideas. Good luck!